Hello and welcome to Knitting the Notes with Dr. B. In this video, we'll go over the D major scale, the right hand fingering, the left hand fingering, and how to play it hands together. Let's get going. In this video, we're going to demonstrate the D major scale, but first I would like to show you the relationship between the first scale that I videotaped, which is C major, and the second scale, G major, and now the third scale, D major. I'm videotaping these in the order of the circle of fifths, which helps you to understand the relationship of keys and also their key signatures. So C major has no sharps or flats. The critters are in no particular order, and I'm just using them because they're cute and sort of fun. The next key in the circle of fifths is G. And if you take the last four notes of the G major scale, if you take the last four notes of the C major scale, you will get the first four notes of the G major scale. I have to save this one for the end here. And if you take the fourth note of the C major scale and move it up a half step, you'll have the seventh note of the G major scale. You always want to have a half step between 7 and 1. Which happens if you're doing the circle of fifths. The seventh scale degree of one key will be the sharped or raised pitch from the fourth scale degree of the previous key in the circle of fifths. So here's G major. And if you take the last four notes of the G major scale and put them, they can be the first four notes of the D major scale. And then in G major, G, A, B, C, you take the fourth note and move it up a half step, which the fourth note of G major is the seventh note of D major. And then you have your two sharps for the D major scale, F sharp and C sharp. And now we'll get serious and do the scale. So the right hand, it always is nice to have your third finger already on the F sharp. You should always put your hand where it's comfortable. So if you have your hand by your side and you bring it up and turn it over, that's the beginning of a good hand shape. So for D major, you would have it here. And you would play, I advise playing from the key surface, using your finger as a unit, operating from the metacarpal phalangeal joint, because that reduces wasted motion and enables you to learn to play quickly more easily. So and the fingering is the same as C and G. 1, 2, 3, pivot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I like to do 1 octave as quarter notes, 2 octaves as eighth notes, 3 octaves as triplets, and 4 octaves as 16th notes. So here we go into the eighth notes for 2 octaves. Triplets. Of course, 4 octaves is 16ths. The left hand goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, as it does in C and G major. Here you're going to relax over the thumb, pivot, 1, roll over the thumb, pivot coming back down, I was sitting kind of far back for that one. I'm going to do the 4 octaves one more time. Then putting your hands together, think about it, talk to yourself. If you have trouble with this, just think about it and do it very slowly. And there's your D major scale. So have fun with that. And thank you for joining us here, Knitting the Notes with Dr. B.